From mishandling of the deadly coronavirus that emanated from its Wuhan city to profiteering from the situation by exporting low-quality antibody test kits, the people and the governments of the world are holding the Communist Party of China responsible for the current disruption caused by the pandemic. We will talk more about how and why the Chinese Communist Party should be held responsible for this pandemic, what does the whole event say about the party, and how is China committed to reshaping the global order while the whole world is trying to handle the outbreak. To discuss about all these and much more, in this episode of COVID-19 Special, we have with us Tsewang Gyalpo Arya, the Information Secretary of the Central Tibetan Administration. Recently you wrote an article, Coronavirus, a Chinese Trojan horse to global hegemony. Could you tell us briefly about the gist of the article? How in this process China is trying to pursue hegemony?
Yes, so this coronavirus pandemic, which originated from the Wuhan city of China, so it has created a lot of disruptions in international communities. So there is a havoc in the public health, trade and economy, and then international relation also. So as of today, more than 3 million people are directly affected or positive cases of this virus. And then more than 200,000 people have died. And so many people are still suffering. Whole economy is in a bad shape. There is a total lockdown. So who is responsible for these happenings, and from where it is originated, and what could be done to avert these disasters, and who should be made accountable? This is what I have in the article. At the same time, if you look briefly into these situations, then we can easily find out that China has used this coronavirus incident in such a way to have a global hegemony. Although in their white paper they always keep on saying that China doesn't seek hegemony, but then this coronavirus incident has clearly shows that China seeks hegemony. And then what happened was that when the world is all busy and confusion because of this coronavirus things, they have been sending the naval warships in the Japan Sea, Southeast China Seas, and Indian Ocean also. What does it all shows? It seeks hegemonies. This is what I have in the article here.
Right. And the Communist Party of China has come up with different statements on different occasions about the origin of the virus. They have said that it's of a foreign origin. What is your take on it?
Yeah, first thing is the virus is what the Communist Party, the leadership, first they have said that it originated from the Wuhan city, the wet markets, from the bat. And then there are many other theories from the specialists and analysts also. They say that it accidentally came out from the Wuhan Virology Center, so which is supposed to be the top biowarfare pathogens institute in China. And then there are still other theory and analysts which they say that it has been deliberately done by the China to seek global hegemony and to have a power over the world order. So whatever the theories, one thing that is clear is that the virus originated from the Wuhan city, and China is responsible for the spread of all these pandemics that is happening around the world.
Right. So I was going to ask you this about how does the international community look at China after the COVID-19 outbreak, and how should the Communist Party of China be held responsible for this?
Yeah, they can be held responsible. First thing is that when the first time the virus broke out, there was the informations. Many doctors and nurses, they also complained about it. They warned the administration. But what the Chinese Communist Party leadership they have done, they suppressed the informations. They arrested these peoples. That was a very bad thing. Had China acted responsibly, many lives could be saved in China as well as in the international community also. But then China deliberately did not do it. So this is what we have right now, the problems. So in this way, the image that China has made before the international community right now is that it is a irresponsible and lawless and authoritative dictatorship government regimes. So like even after all these sufferings that they have brought in the international community, we don't see any sense of remorse from the China. They have no word of apology. And then there is no sense of accountability. In these ways, the China's image in the world as of now is greatly tarnished.
The entire event surrounding how China has mishandled the entire pandemic, like China has showed how as a government it is incapable, irresponsible and ill-informed. So how does all these relate to the atrocities and repressions that Tibetan people have been undergoing for last 6 decades now?
Yes, so the Tibetans and East Turkestan people and Mongolia, we have all been telling the world about the sufferings that we have undergone under the Chinese regimes. Although we have got little support, but then many of the informations are still not very clear. So this time, with this coronavirus incidents, the world have come to realize the true color of the China, that the Chinese communist governments, in order to stay in power, they can put the risk of the whole international community's health. So in China also, so many deaths have happened, but then they are still hiding the informations. So they are not making a very responsible move in containing the disease. Now here in like international community also, when so many people are suffering, and then they are taking the opportunity of these confusion and the opportunity, they are sending the medical kits, and all these medical kits have been found faulty in United States, Italy, Spain, even in India also. So what does this show? It shows that things are not in good shape, and China is handling these situations irresponsibly. And then this has cautioned the international community that whatever, when they can do it to the international community in this way, so what has happened in Tibet and East Turkestan and in Mongolia. So with this coronavirus incident, so world has seen the better picture of the China, that they are a very brutal and irresponsible communist regime.
Right. With this widely accepted unfavorable image of the Chinese leadership and its governance, how can Tibetans and its Tibet supporters bring forward the issue of Tibet on global agenda?
Yes, definitely, because now this time because of this coronavirus incident, image of China is not very good, and we all need to take a good opportunity of this. Tibetans, Mongolia and East Turkestan and Tibet support group, we should all come together and to share the platform with the international community to talk about the wrong things that China has done and share our own experience also. So through collective international responsibility, so we can solve this problem. Now, why this has happened, even in China also, Chinese people are suffering. So many Chinese people say that it's a government that is doing, it is not the Chinese people. So we need to differentiate between the Chinese and the Chinese government. Chinese government is the Chinese Communist Party. Even the Chinese people, they say that if our government has handled these situations more properly, things could not have gone to these worst situations. So what they are seeking is that China should become a free and a democratic setups. So we should all work together to see that the China become a responsible government. At the same time, China is resorted back to the Chinese people, not to the Communist Party. In that, we can share the platform with the international community and other people like Taiwan and Hong Kong people also, we can share these things. This is a good opportunity that we can work together. Another thing that the Tibetan and the Tibet support group people can contribute is that the situation is very bad in India as well as in the world community also, because of this coronavirus which originated from the China. So we need to all work together to pacify the situations and bring relief. In that, the Tibetans in India, they have been appreciated very well by the local governments, because they have abided by the law, strictly went under this lockdown, and then like many of our society people and NGOs and monasteries, they have come forward in helping the local Indian people and distributing these commodities and trying to help and trying their best to contain the spread of the disease. This is very much appreciated by the people. So the Tibetans and the Tibet support group people around the world, they should also accordingly work and contribute and work along with the local government to help contain this disease that is originated from the China.
Right, well said. On this note, we'll wrap up this interview of this episode's COVID-19 special. Thank you, Kuo.
Thank you.
That was the Information Secretary of the Central Tibetan Administration, Tsewang Gyalpo Arya, on his recent article, Coronavirus, a Chinese Trojan Horse to Global Hegemony. Thank you for watching Tibet TV's COVID-19 special.